Hello everybody. Alright, I cannot start with them yet, so stream is live. So, where we left off with Rael and Archie, they were walking around to the different towns, making their way up north.
Yeah.
"50 days would have passed, and Archie would have used the divine intervention once on the road.
Did he tell me what that was for?
Yeah, he brought Rosalind back.
Rosalind?
Sorry, Rose, not Rosalind. I was looking at the wrong
Okay.
time.
Alright.
Alright. By the 50th day, you guys would have arrived at the next town. And that's when you guys would have gone through, he would have spoken to the dead, and you guys would have buried them.
Alright.
5 days later, you would have arrived at the next town.
Yep.
Same situation there, he would have spoken to the dead and buried them. What would you like to do?
I'm helping out with that as much as I can.
Alright. Hey, can I have Black Rose?
Also, no.
He seems a lot more serious when he's saying it this time.
For what, Archie? What do you plan to do with it?
Just in case the founders show up.
You know that celestial souls end with their last death, right? They don't need to be devoured.
I also know how many times it takes to kill one of them.
I guess that's fair enough. Are you sure that you want to have destroying a soul on your conscience?
If Celestials are capable of doing this to towns, then I can't let them get away if they attack. I understand the weight of actually using that sword, and that is why I don't plan to ever use it. But if it comes down to it and the founders, then it might not be much of an option.
You saw that it took control of him, right?
Yeah, I did.
You still have that ring, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that that would prevent it from doing that?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. We don't know what it could demand in exchange for its power, you know?
That's what I'm worried about.
If it asks for your soul, don't give it. Please. No matter what, please don't give it your soul.
Who needs a soul? Right?
You do. So that I can bring you back every time.
Yeah, but if I don't make a deal like that, then they could kill you for the final time and then you can't be brought back.
That used to be all I wanted for a long time. I can't really say it is anymore. I don't I don't think it would be worth it if you were gone. Not for something like that anyway.
Sure about that?
And I love you, Archie, with everything that I am.
You'd sort of be a little shocked by that. Frozen and hesitant to respond.
I'm sorry, was that too much? I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, it's not that. It's. Yeah, he seems rather flustered.
He boops his nose.
And he laughs. A lot of attention vanishing.
Even if you can't promise not to, Just make sure to think really, really carefully about it first. And I hand him the bag with black razor in it.
He nods. Oh well. Then he takes the bag. Alright, so where are you two heading from there? Sorry, go ahead.
As he reaches to take it, I keep holding it for a second, look into his eyes. I'm serious. Don't take this lightly. You're more important to me than you realize. And then I let go of it and let him take it.
He gets a rather serious expression on his face. Understood.
Thank you.
So where do you head from there?
Wherever we need to go next.
Alright, he wants to head up through the ash fields. You two can teleport, can't you?
Yes, we can. Have we, in these ruined towns, have we come across any valuables?
Yeah, there would have
Or
been
have they been
valuable.
completely useless? Alright,
Though he would have encouraged you both to bury them with the people.
fair enough. Just that we're not leaving them lying around to be looted off of.
Yep. Alright. He would teleport. You could probably mark out this area to teleport to up towards the north. You see that one?
Oh, way up there.
Yep.
Alright.
Call me 1D100 because he teleported first. You succeed. And you appear in the location. You can see splintered buildings. And it is quite cold here. There doesn't seem to be many survivors. Though you can see that there's at least one building that has smoke coming from it.
I'm gonna look to Archie.
He slowly makes his way to the building.
I follow.
He would open up the door to the building, knocking first. Hey, anyone in here? And then you would see a few humans get up and come over. You're not the ones that left. Archie would sort of look to you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Our people left. They went to go get food and water.
How long ago?
A week, maybe 2, maybe 3. We're not quite sure. It's been difficult. We've been trying to stay asleep as much as possible to conserve energy.
See.
Archie would pretty much immediately start going around casting create food and water.
Okay, good. If anyone looks injured, then I would be healing.
Most people just look exhausted from starvation.
Alright.
Alright. Archie would talk to them about their dead, learning all of the dead's names. And then he would hand them his personal bag of holding. And he would tell them about Lorenz. Yeah. Do you guys spend a couple days there?
Um, yeah, if we can help at all, keep things going, maybe even, fly around Dimension Door around looking for the people who've not returned.
Alright.
If they tell us a direction.
Yep. You look around, they do tell you where they were meant to have gone, but there doesn't appear to be any tracks or anything. One of the people there would actually speak of he who beckons.
He who beckons?
There's
What does that mean?
a rumor going around that from time to time a raven comes and leads a group of people to the first vampire.
Odd.
Sorry, what
What
was
is
that?
their reaction? Strahd?
They don't know him by that name.
Ah.
They're a little surprised that you're taking them seriously, though.
Hmm. Do I know that Barovius over there?
I don't think you've been told.
Okay. Because I know that as far as any of that goes, I only got a little bit of information from Vecna. That we had to steal Strahd's spellbook. I think that was or Vecna's spellbook back from Strahd. I'm pretty sure that's the only information I got.
Yep. Alright.
Alright.
By the way, that town's called Lockreach.
Lockreach. Alright. Hmm. Do they tell us any more about that at all, or that's kind of all they have is that ravens lead people off every once in a while?
That'd be all they really have.
Alright. Later when we're off on our own, I ask Archie if he knows anything about Strahd, if that's the person that they're talking about.
Not really. I heard like a story or two when I was a child about the Raven.
Hmm.
Apparently it takes naive heroes off to die.
I see. What's your plan on what to do here for now?
I just supplied them with 20,000 rations. That should be enough to keep them. At least to get them to Lorenz.
I
Okay.
have a spell that can link to an existing teleportation circle, but I know of very few, mainly just the one in the Celestial City, but I really don't think that one would be a good idea.
Not given the situation.
Mm. Do you know of any other places?
Apparently there's wood
You would.
elves in the Rose Forest.
Hmm. If we go there and I learn the sigil of it, then I believe that I could make a circle to there. I don't know how many people can get through at a time, though. But it might be able to clear them out. How many people are here?
About 130.
Oof, okay. Do I know approximately how many people could fit on a a teleportation circle in one round?
How wide's the circle?
It is 10-foot diameter. So maybe a week and a half?
In a single round, 394 can make it through. That's with everyone moving optimally, so you'll probably get about half that many.
Well, 130 is still less than half that many. So as long as I find a circle, I can get them all through in one go. And then that circle could teleport them to somewhere else as well. If they're allowed.
Might just be best to let them regain their strength here and then make the walk.
Oh? Why do you think that is?
Just in case the elves aren't okay with us going there. Wood elves are. They're ferocious.
Well, I would have to go and learn the circle first, so I could always get permission or see if they'd be willing, at least. Although I am, I believe, half elven and a celestial. Do you happen to know how fond of celestials they may be?
Not really, actually. When it comes to elves, we try to stay away from them.
Alright.
If you think mortals are looked down upon by celestials, you should see how elves treat us.
Worse than the celestials?
Some of them, especially the high elves.
Oh. Hmm. Do you think that it might be at least worth a try, though? We never know if I could happen across one of the nicer ones. And I can always just teleport away if they seem unwilling to talk.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. When I finish with you, feel free to move back down to where Volpus and them are to talk. I'll just
Okay,
go
sorry,
down
it's just I
between
didn't
you
want
and
to, like, sit
Volpus
here
a bunch.
alone.
No, that's fine. I don't mind you guys moving around. It's just that
Yeah.
I'll move you back up here whenever I need to talk to you.
Sweet. I would like to say one thing quickly, though.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I saw normal memes. That is pain.
Right, yeah. Those things. It got worse.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway,
On a more positive note.
so, around day 70, is there anything you'd like to do in between those points other than what's on your list?
I'm trying to think. Is there any? Was I successful with my? Oh wait, no, I wouldn't have enough time to do any training or anything, would I?
Yep.
Oh, is my shield done?
Yes, it is.
Oh, sweet.
Mr. Maker's quite proud of it.
As he should be. Oh, I'd ask Mr. Maker as well if there's any certain materials he's after.
Adamantium, dark steel, and redstone are materials he's completely out of.
Okay.
Also running
Wait,
low
yeah.
on white iron crystal.
Okay. I'd tell him about the glass from the ash field in the wood. Ask him if he wants any of that.
Oh. Using those materials is taboo even among my crafters.
Is it? What's so taboo about it?
The wood from the rose forest. While it's powerful, it's also evil in nature. It'll attempt to corrupt whatever is made from it
Oh.
into a dark and sinister tool. As for the crystal, those crystals are made from those of the dead.
Jeez. I had no idea. I just heard someone mention them as materials.
It's fine. I can't work with those materials.
No, I wouldn't want to either. If I manage to get my hand of any of those items, I'll bring them to you.
Thank you.
The non-taboo ones, I mean.
I assumed.
Thank you again for the shield.
No problem. Well, if you want it to get upgraded, let me know. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Alright, did I already send you what the shield does, or do you need me to resend?
I don't think you did send me what the shield does, and I also asked him to infuse Kellite into it, which gives it more effects, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, Keller. How much are you giving him to do?
£5.
Alright.
Also, just Nathan thinks it's poetic, like the thing that he failed to stop, he's now infusing into the shield that he's going to use to try and help people.
Yep. Attune into this shield counts. Where is it? There
Sorry,
it is.
what?
Sorry. So the
No
shield
worries.
is now expanded so it can hold 6 of the stones.
Oh.
Would you like to put any... Would you like to put any of the stones that you currently have into it?
I'm gonna try putting the divine stone into it. See what happens.
Alright. Alright. It increases your spell save DCs and to hit modifier by 1. This is an artifact bonus. What one would you like to put in it? You've got 6 slots.
Like, how big are the slots?
Big enough to hold each stone.
Okay. Now I want to keep the conjuration stone on me, and that's the only stones I have for the moment, so...
You can still use it while it's in shield.
Oh, I know, it's just that, like... Then if someone takes the shield from me while that stone is in it...
Fair enough.
Like, people keep on stealing stones, that's why I wanted one of them embedded in my hand.
Fair enough. Alright.
And is it just a standard +2 to AC, or...?
For shield, it is +3.
Sweet. Any other effects from the shield? Or is it only when the stones have...
Only when the stone.
Okay. Does it conveniently, like, form around my hand as a gauntlet?
No.
That would have been funny.
Alright. So, around the 70th day, you would see a burnt figure walk into town.
I'd approach them.
It's Rose.
Rose?
They're sort of hobbling.
I'm
Dehydrated,
gonna run over to
but...
them.
Hey.
Gonna...
Hey, Nathan.
You're alive? How? Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Sort of came back. While, right where the burning steam was.
Oh no.
I put up a barrier, but... pain. Lots of pain.
It's okay, we're gonna get you sorted. I'm gonna, greater restoration a few times. And also cure wounds.
Okay, you see the burned condition clear up immediately. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. If I knew, I would have came immediately.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna help her back to her... does she have a room in this church?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna take her to my room.
There's spare rooms.
Yeah, okay, yeah, spare room. I'm gonna get her some food and water. Tell her to eat it and drink it slowly.
Archie gets the food. Well, she gets you the food.
Thank you.
No problem. And then they also go to grab some robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd let her, like, rest for a bit, but, like, also check up on her, just make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's got 3 levels of exhaustion, but you cleared first.
Okay.
So she is doing substantially better.
That is good to hear, because that... oh god, that looks so painful.
Steam burns, which is 2nd degree burn.
Oh. Did she not sending me?
She couldn't.
Oh, did she not have a 3rd level spell?
She didn't have any spell slots when she got back.
Ah.
And the burn condition causes her to lose hit points each day. So,
Okay.
under the assumption that you're dead, She was heading to where she thought clerics were,
Mm-hmm.
healing herself with all of her spell slots whenever they came back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright. What else would you like to do during the time skip?
Okay. So, do you mind if we just rewind for a little bit? Because I did
Sure.
message Orn and asked him to meet up. Because since he's an artificer, I
What day
was
would this
gonna
be?
ask him. God, day 2 weeks after the time skip started, let's say.
They would be unavailable.
Okay, never mind then.
Would you
I
ask at
just
any other
asked
point?
them. I just asked them to tell me when they're free.
Okay. There would be no response.
All right, that's a bit suspicious. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go check that out then.
So you would teleport
Like,
now?
I don't. Uh, what day would this be? Like, just 2 weeks in. I'd go and teleport like a bit away from the town.
Okay. You can see that the town's doing fine.
Like, is it not changed anything, or does it look to be doing better?
Oh, it's improving. There's things under construction, trees being...
Do I see any of like the white? Like, do I see anyone new or?
2 of the white mages are currently in the Mages Guild, one of them is currently writing up the Constitution, and the last one is currently handling errands for Alice.
Okay, but I don't know Alice is there. I just see these white mages.
You wouldn't be seeing them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, so I'm gonna go and see if I can find Orn.
Alright.
Because I don't know Alice is here in character, so I'm not gonna metagame.
Okay. Would you go to the Crafters building?
I'd ask for where Orn is.
One of the Celestials tells you the crafting building.
Okay, before then, I'd want to go and drop off some money at the church for the cleric.
Yep. Good, thank you.
Everything going all right?
Yeah, I've got 2 other people interested in joining.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Got no idea how to invite them, though.
Invite them?
How do you make people join?
Well, you just ask them if they want to join, and if they join, they join.
Okay.
It's a completely optional thing.
But he means about the ceremony spell.
Oh, okay, I tell them about the ceremony spell and how to perform it.
Alright. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, I just when I like gesture to the holy symbol. If you think of me and want to try and send a message, apparently that works. So
Alright.
and then after that, I would head to. Actually, I'd go and check up on Archo.
Well, he's currently doing up the Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Celestial and one of the Celestials who appears to be wearing more fancy clothes is currently acting as the help desk to the currently... What building is that? That is the guard tower for the moment.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
Alright, well, if they're, like, not letting me in or anything or say he's busy, I'll just come back another time.
Alright. And then you
And
would see Alice teleport in. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Alice.
They sort of just stand there looking at you.
I'm
Not
just
threateningly
standing
in
there
any
looking
way.
at her. Yeah, same here. Just standing there looking at her for a second.
So how have you been?
I've been fine. Yourself?
Fantastic.
Good to hear.
Can I have my stuff back?
Your stuff.
My stuff.
I'll need the glasses for a short time longer, but... And I hand her the dragon cape.
For the rest of it?
Don't know where the rest of it is. Which isn't a lie, because...
I know.
I don't... Okay, I just wanted to point that out in case you're going to make me roll deception. I don't know where Vulpes is. I don't know
Her
where
inside is
Arching
not
Rail are.
great.
Okay.
She takes a deep breath in. You know what? Keep it. I can make better stuff anyway. That's right, I've got to go make better stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you're able to make far better stuff than this.
I'll just go skin that fucking dragon again.
I just kind of, like, frown a little bit at that.
Oh. By the way, tell Rail Kay's doing just alright.
Alright.
Okay. Then she would teleport out.
Alright, I'd walk out.
Okay. What else would you like to do?
I'd go see Orn.
Okay. Guess where she teleported to?
Oh, no.
You open the door and you see her sitting at the table. How did you... I've got non-detection going.
I mean, most people do. But, do I see Orn, or...?
Nope.
Okay.
He's not currently in town.
Oh, no.
I'm not even joking.
Okay, well, I'll know to come back later then.
He went off to go set up his refineries, with people going and digging out sifting through the rivers.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just look around, see it's only Alice here, and just say sorry to disturb you. I'll be off.
She looks slightly frightened. As far as she's concerned, you just tracked her down, walked right up to her, and basically said, I can see you even when you're hiding. I can kill you in your sleep. That's what's going through her head right now.
Just like in my head, should I tell her that that was just complete chance, or? Can I tell that she looks frightened, or?
What's your insight?
23.
Yep.
Are you okay?
I am fine.
Okay. Well, have a good day.
Alright. What would you like
Find
to
it
go do
hilarious
now?
if this just keeps on happening every time I come to this town.
Everyone should be
Well, if
back
I
by
can,
about day 80.
day 80. All right. Well, I will leave and then come back then. Unless
Alright.
by day 80, that oil of repair would have arrived to Mr. Maker. Because he said he was going to order some of that in to repair Shimmer because he couldn't repair Shimmer or Shine.
The oil would arrive day 76.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
So what, do I just like pour the oil on top of Shine and it works, or?
Each oil costs 1,500 gold.
Okay, I have that.
It restores 1d4 hit points.
Oh. What if I put like some Kellite in there?
It'll restore them completely.
Alright, I'll put a little bit in a bottle of oil and the
1
oil
pound?
and let's go for 2.
Okay. 2 pounds completely restores them.
You feeling better?
I'm feeling great.
I give him a hug.
Would you like to swap out one of his features?
What are my options for that? Like, what could I swap it out to?
If you get an item, he can basically absorb that feature instead.
So I could have him absorb my shield and then hold all 6 stones in him.
Well, he would only be able to absorb 1 charge of it.
Ah. So close to Ultron armor.
Technically, if you did this a bunch of times, he could hold 10.
That's okay. I promised Vex I'd give him some of the Kellite. Oh yeah, I would have seen Jar, but I don't know if I probably wouldn't have recognized him, would I? Or was he just not in town on that day?
Let's see, would he have been in town? What is your passive perception?
With shine in the glasses, 28. Because he has mine, but he like points stuff out if I miss it. So I think you said that's effectively advantage. Without that, it's 23.
It's a 4. Okay, you didn't come across him in town.
Okay. I wouldn't have done anything to him, but I was just curious if I would have seen him or not.
If it was a 4, you would have seen him in town.
Okay.
If you had stayed for the whole day, you would have come across him at least once. Alright. What would you like to do?
So, alright, well, I've got Shine repaired. I can swap out one of his features. Is that like a thing that lasts until I do it, or do I have to do it within a certain time frame?
It lasts until you do it.
Okay, good. So I've got that in the bank.
But you've got to
in case I
track
come off
that.
it. Yeah, I'll keep track of it, but like I just want to make
Okay.
sure it's not like a temporary thing that I can only do within a time limit. Shine of free wishes.
Technically, it would be Shine of Wish.
Still be cool though.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Well, Rose hasn't arrived at this point, so I'd still just be. Oh wait, no, I got the oil, so Rose is here. I'd just be making sure Rose is okay. Basically catching her up on what happened after the meteor.
Yep.
I assume there's no problems in town or anything.
No, there wouldn't be.
Okay, what's Ishus doing?
Quote unquote, running the town.
Okay, I'll be checking up with him and also feeding him daily. And I will be this time like adding spices and stuff to the create food and water to try and give it a bit more taste.
Yep.
I would be training for level up and also trying to train my intelligence and still doing the leadership thing of just making sure all the churches are alright.
Yep.
So do you want me to roll for the intelligence training or?
Yes, you will need.
Okay. Does
What
the
is your
inspiration plus 5 stack to this or 14? 15 with
Yes,
that
the
foundry
inspiration
ring.
does apply to it.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna inspiration reroll that one.
Alright.
I have like 4 of these, so I'm gonna apply the plus 5 with an inspiration.
Alright.
So that's a 17.
Yep.
Does that make it go up by 1?
Yes, it would.
Sweet. All right, 16. Well, 15 actually, but with the ring on it's 16. I'm gonna try again if that's all right.
Yep.
Do I apply the ring bonus to this or not when
Yes, you
rolling
do.
for intelligence? Okay, so I just wanted to double check. 'Cause without the ring, it's a -2, but now it's a -3. Yikes. Inspiration. Same number. That's a failure. It's just me being told that inspiration is going to be my dump stat. So does it go down by 1 since I failed, or?
No, only if you get a natural 1 or a negative number.
Oh, okay. I'll give it another try then. I know there's like hardly any chance this actually works, but I'd like to have a natural 16 without the ring, if possible. Okay, not a nat 1.
So, no
So-
change.
Yeah. God, I don't know this. I'll give it one more try. Is it once a month I can do this, or
Once a month.
once a month? All right, so I've done 4 months of this. I mean, I might as well keep on going.
Alright.
Because I've still got an inspiration to undo the nat 1 if it happens, so. I'm gonna apply the +5 to that with an inspiration.
Goes up by 1.
Yep, 17 now. I need to roll like a nat 20 in order to get it up again, so I'm just gonna leave it here for now. And I can't train all my other stats because there's no way I'm actually gonna succeed on that. But for my I'd like to train a feat if that's all right.
Alright. You've got 180 days left.
Oh, 100. Okay. Is my can I like do the intelligence training and the level up training?
Yeah.
Okay. So just want to double check that. Is 128 days enough time to get a feat?
$128, did you say?
I think that's how long you said I have left.
Should have been 180.
180. Okay. How long would it take me to train resilient intelligence?
That would be 250 days.
Okay. Is that just for all feats or just specifically resilient intelligence?
All feats, then any custom ones are double that, and then any time you're being taught by someone, it's half that.
Is there anyone with intelligence
Lucas,
proficiency? Oh,
who would be back from vacation
he-
by this point.
okay. I don't know if he'd be willing to help me with
He's
that.
happy to
but-
train you.
Yeah.
Considering how
All right,
high
if he's
Archie speaks of you, he really wants to kick your ass a few times.
a-
By kick your ass, he means
Alright.
repetitively hit you with a stick, while over and over again, doing bugger all damage, but he's doing it.
Yeah. The sad part is he has such a high to hit and I have such a high AC. Like, I have 30 with this shield.
He can actually hit you a decent amount of time.
Yeah. Because I won't be, like, doing any shield spells or anything like this. But yeah, I'd be training with him.
Yep.
To try and get... Do I
Not
manage
half
to
the
get
time.
resilient then?
So yes, you would.
Sweet. Alright, that with that ring, that makes my intelligence an 18. And it gives me intelligence saving throw proficiencies. I don't think that's working right. Yep, there we go. Alright, sweet. Any luck with tracking that undead hordes down, or do I not have enough time for that with everything else I'm doing?
There wouldn't really be the opportunity with everything else you've been doing.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I've gotten plenty out of this. I'm not gonna be picky. Still
You
got a
could
lot out of this.
probably
With good...
locate one horde and take it out.
If you'll allow me to do that, that'd be great.
Yep. Alright.
How big of a horde do I manage to find?
$3,800.
Sweet. I'm just... With a guiding bolt with a divine stone, would I be able to get multiple of them? Or...
No.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, from a distance, cast Dawn on them. And just start shredding through them. While also just, throwing out a few, fireballs as well. And if any of them get close, destroy undead.
Yep. Would you take anyone with you?
I'd ask if anyone would like to come.
She's happy to go. And Rose would actually go as well.
Yeah, so the three of us would go.
Alright. Then yeah, with
What's,
both of them, there is a 0% chance of you dying.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself, there's like a 3-4.
For that 0% chance, yeah.
Okay.
So is she still there at the end of the time skip?
Yep.
Okay. Because I would be like still talking, getting to know them during the time skip as well, and trying to just see how everything's going. Because I thought the original point of her staying was she was trying to recover her power. So is she still doing that, or?
Yeah, she is. You gain 32,033 XP.
Sweet.
You'd have about 15 days left after all of this.
I'd like to try and message Aranis. Like sending him.
There'd be no response.
I'd like to try and scry Aranis.
There'd be no pinging.
Oh. I'd like to try and teleport Aranis to me.
There'd be no response. The Conjuration Stone feels like it's reaching out to something, but there's something in the way.
That's not a good sign.
Unlike with the other situation, the wall is... You're not breaking through wood anymore. You're breaking through concrete or adamantine.
Okay. So that gives me a pretty good indication that Aranis is most likely dead, then.
That's what you want to take away from it.
Well, I think that's a logical takeaway, isn't it?
Yes, if that's what you want to take away from it. Whether that's reality or not, that can be something that you can take away from it.
Oh yeah, I'm not like asking to get that confirmed, but I'm just saying like in character it makes sense because I tried a rail and I was able to like reach out, but I couldn't, and this is like a more intense version of that. So logically, that's like
yeah,
I can't do that.
That is a fair takeaway.
None of this.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I need to wait longer until I can resurrect him because I don't want to try using divine intervention while Archie's still using it every couple of months. Because we're already getting like daily exhaustion, right?
Yeah. There's been a couple days where you didn't have any, but then it'll occur again. Speaking of, towards the end of your time skip, there would have been arrivals from a couple towns.
Okay.
Hey, Archie told us to come here.
Oh, Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Nathan, and I'd hold out my hand.
I'd shake your hand. Thank you. Thank you
That's
for
no
taking
problem.
us in.
Then yeah, I'd help them get settled.
Alright.
We don't have any housing for them, so do we have enough spare rooms in the church?
There's 160 of them.
100? Oh my god.
The town does have emergency tenting.
Okay.
They've got like
I
something
maybe-
400 tents.
Oh, sweet. I'd apologize to them, for this having to be their accommodation for the time being. It's just we don't have enough building room for them at the moment, but we're
It's
going to
fine,
try
we're
and get
grateful
that
for
fixed as
whatever
soon as
you've got.
possible.
Archie gave us this and he takes out some of the money. We're supposed to hire some people to start construction.
Oh, perfect. I can get that started soon as possible then.
Thank you.
Where did you meet Archie?
He came and visited us in Lockreach.
Have I heard of Lockreach before?
I don't think you have.
Yeah, I was just trying to...
You
'cause I
pointed
don't
out it's a
remember
town
hearing
up
about
towards the north. It's the furthest one towards the north on the left.
Oh.
So there's Sashley and then
Oh,
there's
no.
Lockreach.
Did Archie tell you where he was going next?
He headed off to Sashley.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I would help get them sorted. I'd get food for them, that sort of thing. I have enough spell slots for this. Hero's Feast.
Alright.
No, wait. No, wait, hold on. I don't want this to be a Sword Art Online situation where it's like, this is the best possible food. And then it's like they eat it and they can't eat normal food.
Hero's Feast
So I'm
is
just
generic food.
Oh, okay. So that because I was
Shadow's
really
Tail, on the
worried
other
that
hand,
would be...
is a tier 5 food ingredient.
Oh, wow. But yeah, I think I could probably get more out of feed more with food and water, right? If I upcasted that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just do that instead, but I would like give out like seasonings and that sort of stuff and just help them with that, get them rations as well. Just so they're not solely relying on magical food, because that's not a good idea.
Alright.
So did Lucas come back into like leadership after Aishis was done his term, or
No, the next person should be about to start their turn.
okay, it's just Lucas is back from the vacation.
Yep.
Okay.
Abduction. Hello.
Interesting.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, interesting. We're in the oh no.
Yep. So, what would you and Archie do now?
Hmm. Shall I go try then?
Sorry, what was it?
Shall I go try then?
If you're going, I'm going too.
Hmm. I guess you do have a way of getting out quickly. Should we teleport to the edge of the forest, spend one night so that our rings are recharged, and then see if we can find anyone?
The elves find us.
Yeah. We need to make sure that our rings are ready to go. It's quite far from here, though, isn't it?
It's only 120 days walk from where they are to Lorenz. Well, 160 days.
Does it look like these people would be prepared to defend themselves if anything happened along the way?
Not really.
Do you plan on us going with them then, as defense?
We can if you'd like.
I just don't know what would be
Actually,
safe
you can
for them.
target Justice's teleportation circle. He has those sigils memorized.
Oh?
Indeed.
Justice has a sigil. Alright. Well that would work pretty well, I think.
I just brought up the teleportation map.
Yeah, if you could show me, then that would be great. Put them all right there. If he has sending or something, we could contact Nathan from it and let him know that those people are there. And he could either maybe get them set up in Justice again, or get them to Lorenz as well.
It's only a couple of weeks from Justice to Lorenz.
That would definitely be a better start. But also, if Nathan finds out, then he can probably use that stone to get everyone there. Well, within a 4-hour walk anyway.
I'd rather if he didn't try to teleport massive groups of people.
That is a good point. Still, it would be a much closer walk, and we know we've traveled between there, so we know that there's not many issues, at least the last time I did anyway. Actually, have I ever walked between those two?
Nope.
Ah.
You've walked between Celestia and Lorenz.
Right. Then let me change that. Do you know if it's a fairly safe journey from there? It would definitely be less time for things to go wrong, but would they be alright?
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
That sounds like it'll work much better then.
Alright.
I know that sometimes people can be very attached to where they are, though. Do you think that everyone will be willing?
The leader of the town says yeah.
Alright.
There's nothing left of them here.
But have they collected up anything that was left over? Any valuables, any useful items?
For the most part, yeah.
Perfect. They can take that, as much of that as they can with them. Get a little bit of a start.
Yeah. He'll show you them sigils.
Alright. It does say when I first gained the ability to cast the spell, I learned sigils for 2 destinations on the material plane determined by the GM.
Yep.
Would justice... Which ones would those be?
That would be the Celestial City. And Lorenz's.
Alright then. Cool. Good to know. Alright, so when, I assume the next day or the day after or something like that, when they've had enough time to gather up everything and get prepared. Does anything need to happen before that?
Not really.
Alright then. He would give them a map of some kind to be able to find it.
Well, for the most part, they just need to follow the road.
Alright. And if everything was ready, then I would go ahead and cast that.
Alright. the people would head through. It would actually take 2 castings for everyone to get through safely. Some people are nervous about going through a teleportation, and that holds up
Fair
part
enough.
of them.
Alright. I would spend the gold to cast that twice then.
Yep. Alright. From there, he wants to head up to, what is that town called? Sashley.
Alrighty.
You would want to walk there.
Works.
Okay. 17 days go by and you would arrive there. And it would be in a similar situation. It would be about 70 something survivors, 74.
Alright.
Would you go through and do something similar?
Yep, take care of them as best we can with what we have for a couple days and get them all ready to go.
Archie would use his divine intervention again during this time.
Would he tell me what this one was?
To deal with some of the damage that the tsunamis caused.
Alright. And does everyone make it through in one this time, or does it take another 2? If we prep everyone thoroughly beforehand.
It'd take 2. When you're going to leave, Archie would be leaving what looks to be a golden blue orb. It sort of just emits from his hand and floats towards the center of town.
What is that?
Something I've been interested to try out. Let's see how that goes. With any luck, you'll make this whole situation a little bit less devastating. Ready to leave?
I am if you are.
Yep. Alright. Alright.
Where to next?
He'd want to make his way out and around.
Sure thing.
So that'd be another 70 days of travelling.
Alright then. Do we happen to see any ravens?
Sorry, what was that?
Do we happen to see any ravens?
Roll me 60-100.
I don't regret asking.
No, there'll be no ravens spotted.
Alright.
Right. The next town is a small fishing village. Actually, it's quite a large fishing village. They sell animals here.
What types of animals?
Wolves, horses, camels, and dogs.
Don't tell Orn about this place. Got it.
This is where he got his dogs from.
Oh gosh. Hmm. So does it look like they're rebuilding them?
This place was relatively unharmed.
Ah. Alright.
Yep. Archie would like to spend a month or so here.